I have got an intriguing connection to draw from ancient Sparta here. We're on a strange path. Spartan women are the first parallel we'll draw with the modern world today. Spartan moms' matriarchal duties. Because Spartan men spent so much of their time in barracks or at battle, women were expected to administer the household. Now, I want you to make a parallel. Instead of living in barracks or going to war, we now have to work at an office all day for 8 hours, and we're continuously gone, leaving our wives at home. We used to think about it in the 40s and 50s, when it was just getting started, right? We left our wives at home to manage the household. We now know that women control the majority of household expenditures, roughly 80%. I'm not sure what the numbers were in the 1940s and 1950s, when men were working in factories, pulling double shifts, and so on. And the women were at home in the house, raising the children and doing all the responsibilities. While the man was at work, she effectively handled the household. He'd hand over management of the finances to her. They begin to exert financial control. Keep in mind that Spartan women were encouraged to have a large number of children. Males are preferred to increase Sparta's military population. They were proud of having born and raised brave warriors. However, having sons who were cowards was a cause for sorrow. And the ancient author, an alien, claims that women whose sons died as cowards lamented this, whereas female relatives of Spartans who died heroically in the battle were said to have walked around in public proudly. This is why I believe women are crucial. Part of the current discourse about the feminization of men is that it will take women stepping up and demanding strong men for the rest of society to support them. Right now, there is a big tide of gynocentrism washing over society, and far too many women are supporting it. And whether guys speak up or not, nothing will change because the women who are supporting this campaign have too much support from other males. This is the problem. So it'll take a powerful wave. Women, not the powerful, are self-sufficient in their demands. We mock traditional-minded women who want strong, intelligent males to govern a nation. So, we'll see why the breakdown occurs right now. As we previously stated, ancient males spent much of their time living in barracks or at battle, akin to us now at work, while women were expected to maintain the households, as they do today. Sparta had fallen from a first-rate power to a second-rate power in less than 50 years, whose wives were temperate and adored luxury. Isn't it exactly what's going on right now? If you think about the collapse of America, and if you had to pinpoint where the beginning of the end was, we can confidently say that if we are repeating this history in some way, we started around the time America had cemented as a superpower, the strongest nation in the world. Sparta dropped in 50 years, since men's average life expectancy was around 30-40 years. We live longer. Technology has allowed us to extend our reach and power for longer than necessary, but deterioration is taking place. We're seeing it unfold. Men went off to 2 global wars when I was growing up. And in fast succession, when they now worked in factories and other industries that required them to be away from home for 10 hours or more at a time, the women were left at home bored and with a lot of money, but nothing to do. What happens when this occurs? Women were more concerned with government, agriculture, logistics, and other sustenance tax responsibilities. I want the CEO position, as well as diversity and inclusion. How can we make the world more appealing to and beneficial to women through gynocentrism? Do you see what's going on here? It's incredible to think that this was written about one of the most powerful nation-states in history, Greece, and they fell from favor in 50 years, which may have been a generation or two back then. As we see today in modernity, same problems, same issue. And we're already seeing it develop in ways that society is attempting to ignore. Men checking out and going their separate ways, women getting pumped and discarded. They are being led down a path where they will wind up alone with dogs and cats because they are unable to gain commitment from any male. Because of the ideal for everyone, everyone is ultimately unhappy in some way. If the system worked and you weren't harmed, You'd have a beautiful family under an incredible house with a legacy to watch grow right in front of your eyes.